He have an advantage, Paterno, because he's been in so many huge games like this that Lloyd hasn't been in? Is there an advantage for Penn State here?
Well, no, I think once you've been in football for 20, 25 years, like Lloyd has, either as a head coach or an assistant, I mean, you can match up against anybody. Joe is a great coach. He's been on the sideline a lot. He's playing in his own stadium. There are some advantages in that. But I don't think it's as great an advantage that it's going to decide the outcome of this game.
Okay, some think they have the better running game. Obviously, with Curtis Enos, maybe some feel he's the best running back in the nation. Do they have an advantage with him, and could he be the difference maker today?
The best unit on the field today is the Michigan defense. It's better than the Penn State offense. It's better than our own offense.
It's better than the
Penn State
right
defense. It's better than anything out there. The question is, since it's been raining since Thursday, since it's freezing cold, and that field is covered out there, we don't know what's underneath there. Will it negate the tremendous quickness of the Michigan defense? And I think that'll determine the outcome of this game.
Okay, that leads me right into Charles Woodson, who many feel is the best player in the nation, should get some Heisman consideration. Is he less effective? Is that what you're saying as a unit, or is Charles Woodson the guy that can still make a difference in this game regardless of the field conditions?
I think the passing will be very short stuff, which would probably negate him a little bit. And unless they decide to go to the alley-oop to Jaravicius, who's a head taller than any of our secondary backs. Now, I hope they try that in Woodson's area, because I don't think they'll be surprised by his vertical jump. But I don't think the long passing game is going to be a big factor. There is a little bit of wind and it's cold. It's not a passing day here, not at all. Florida State would not want to play. They'd cancel a game if they were up here today. But back here in the Midwest, we have to get ready to slug it out in the trenches, and that's where the game's going to be decided.
All right, you mentioned the Michigan defense a moment ago. Clearly, though, this has to be, if you look at all the games they played this year, their biggest challenge. Is not Penn State the best team they played so far?
The best offensive team so far, because they have the most ability to run the ball. With Enos, good blocking line, and tradition of Penn State being a running team. And it'd be much better if you were playing a team that emphasizes the pass today, because they'd have a little problem.
So maybe there shouldn't be a great emphasis on these two fifth-year quarterbacks, McQuarrie and Greasy. And Greasy played here a number of years ago and did not play very well. Are we de-emphasizing what they do and just saying if they don't make mistakes, maybe that team will win?
There's the key. You just said it. What they have to do is not make any mistakes. The quarterback that makes the fewest mistakes always gets the ball from center, always gets it to the back that's carrying the ball. And if they're automaticing, checking to get him into the right play where they have the right blocking combinations. I just think that the quarterbacks are very key, because they handle the ball on every play. The weather's bad. They cannot make mistakes.
With all the players that we talked to this weekend yesterday, and Lloyd Carr yesterday, players and coaches obviously want to be in games like this and be a part of it. There's something special about this that's different from anything else. But don't you feel different all during the week and different today, and might that play a role in what happens?
Well, I think that from the very beginning of the week, these two teams have been, trying to get ready for this game. They haven't been able to train for this kind of weather. I'm sure we didn't have it back in Ann Arbor. They did not have it here until Thursday. By that time, their Tuesday, Wednesday preparation is over. So that's going to be a key factor. But I'll tell you this, every single one of those players, when the weather's like this, don't take me out, Coach. I don't want to stand on the sideline. I want to go 100% all the time.
Do you worry about players playing in a game of this magnitude afraid so they don't make a mistake rather than playing to make something happen?
That could be, particularly because they're going to caution them about loose balls, fumbles, bad kicks, fielding punts, things like that. Those are all going to be extremely important factors, and they will be a little more cautious. Mark my words.
All right, what would you say to this Michigan team before they hit the field? Lloyd's got to say something. What would you say to them?
I'd say this. First of all, I'd like to win the toss. I'd like to win the toss so I could defer. I want my defense going down on them right away. And the defense is going to be key. We don't want to make a lot of mistakes. Michigan must be able to run the ball. I repeat that. They must be able to run the ball if they're going to win, because you can't totally shut down Penn State. We may control their running game, but we can't completely shut it down.
Okay,